right, it is 6 o'clock on November 17th, 2022. Regular board meeting of the Vernon Hills Park District Board of Commissioners is called to order. Could we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
With allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excuse me. The first item on the agenda this evening is the omnibus vote agenda. Items under the omnibus vote.
Roll call, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, roll call.
Commissioner Geraldo. Commissioner Kessler.
Here.
Commissioner Sente.
Here.
Commissioner Robbins.
Here.
President Durhofer.
Here. Now the first item on the agenda is the omnibus vote agenda. Items under the omnibus vote agenda are considered routine and or non-controversial and will be considered routine and voted under one motion. If a separate vote on any one motion is desired, any one item is desired, it will be pulled from the omnibus vote agenda and voted on separately. Items in the omnibus vote agenda for this evening are the minutes of the October 27th meeting, special board meeting, minutes of the October 27th BINA public hearing, minutes of the October 27th regular board meeting, payables and payroll through November 17th in the amount of $1,195,285.93. May I have a motion to approve the omnibus vote agenda? Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Kessler.
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins.
Yes.
Commissioner Sente.
Yes.
President Durhofer.
Yes. Superintendent Mitchell, are there any changes to the financial reports on file for the period ending October 31st of this year?
No changes.
At this time, the board would like to welcome visitors and guests for a public comment period. Seeing as no rush to the podium, we will move on. I'd like to invite Aaron Gold of Spear Financial to report on our bond sale.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for having me here this evening. Again, my name's Aaron Gold, Municipal Advisor from Spear Financial. And Jeff and Jessica have invited me out this evening to present the results of the sale of the district's annual rollover bonds. Specifically, these bonds were issued as general obligation limited tax park bonds series 2022. We held a competitive sale yesterday where we received 6 bids. The low bid was a 3.59% net interest cost from First Secure Community Bank in Sugar Grove, Illinois. The second bid was a 3.6% from Republic Bank of Chicago. Your annual rollover bonds are issued as general obligation limited tax, so this means they're funded by a direct property tax levy, but that it's limited or constrained as to how much of this type of debt the district can have outstanding in total and how much the district can levy each year to repay the principal and interest when due. So when we issue these as annual rollover bonds, what we're effectively doing is filling your levying capacity to support your annual capital program to capture as much CPI increase in your levying capacity as possible. Going into the structure of this issue, we anticipate closing this issue in 2 weeks on December 2nd, and it is a 1-year issue with a final maturity on December 1st of 2023. With the final interest rate of 3.59%, we reduced the issue size by $6,480 to $1,133,930 to fully utilize the district's 22 levying capacity for its non-referendum bond and interest property tax levy. Approximately $594,000 of these proceeds will be used to make the payments due on the district's outstanding Series 2013A and 2016A alternate revenue source bonds, and it will generate approximately $526,000 in new money to support the capital initiatives of the district. So now we need to frame what 3.59% means in the context of the current climate. Last year, your bid was 310 basis points lower. And I think that this is commendable considering if we look at the 1-year treasury, right now it's up over 440 basis points. So I really attribute this to 2 things. One, the banks are bidding on these competitively, and it's forcing their bids down. And at the same time, we're starting, I really feel like these banks are playing off each other and working to get these loans as much as possible. So they really haven't kept pace with how much short-term interest rates really have risen over the past year. So we therefore recommend that the district's annual rollover bonds, general obligation, limited tax park bonds series 2022 be awarded to First Secure Community Bank, Sugar Grove, Illinois, at the revised price of $1,133,930, being at a net interest cost of 3.59%. thanks for putting me first. If you have any questions at all, I'd be more than happy to help. Yes, sir.
A couple questions. If I was an investor in these bonds, what is the term of the investment?
Term as in the final maturity?
Yes.
This is a one-year issue with the final maturity on December 1st of 2023.
2023, okay. So therefore, they're probably not callable.
These are not callable issues, yes.
And are these considered municipal bonds?
They are considered municipal bonds and they are issued on a tax-exempt basis.
Okay. I'm surprised that the rate is still so high. Even, I know the environment and everything, but boy, if this was taxable, you're looking at over a 6% return for 1 year, which seems very high.
With taxable equivalent yield, that it
Right.
is possible. I think it's more of just where the market is at for a private placement of this nature and what the banks will purchase. I will say that I sold 20 of these in October and another 15 this month for other park districts, 1-year rollovers. And this rate is commensurate with where other banks have been buying these bonds at.
Wow, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions for Aaron? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Should I stick around for the vote, or is it okay? I have another
Okay.
meeting in Zion, so if anything else comes up, please feel free to contact me.
I don't want to speak for the board. Are you okay with?
Absolutely, Aaron. Thank you,
And
Mark.
everyone,
Appreciate
drive
it.
safe.
Thank you.
Jeff, would you like to introduce our staff guests for this evening,
Yes,
please?
I would love to. What a lovely group we have here tonight. So let's go with, I'm going to go in order of tenure. So Patty, you're up first as our senior member here tonight. And I don't mean senior, as in,
Senior and senior on both accounts.
hold that mic down, Patty.
Thank you. So thank you for having us here tonight. I've been with the Park District for a little over 14 years. I'm the customer service supervisor at Lakeview Fitness. I love my job, obviously. I have fun every day. I love serving the community, and I run a front desk that's wonderful, under great leadership. So just win-win for me. Thank you.
Mary, you're up next.
Hi, Mary Vandermeer,
Yeah, now you
We'll
gotta
go
bring
up.
the mic up.
and I am the supervisor of the customer service here at Sullivan. I've been with the Park District for a little over 11 years, but just in this role for a little bit of a year. I was a customer service rep, and then it evolved into the supervisory position. So I oversee 2 full-time employees and 4 part-time. They're all wonderful, and I work for Tom. And
Not everything's wonderful.
yeah, it is. It's good. And we work very closely with the rec staff, just helping them with all of their clerical needs and payment plans, helping with scholarships, declines of payments. We do it all. So, thanks.
Thank you.
Mary. Jenny?
Just kidding, Tom.
I have to be in the middle. My name is Jenny Sundell. I'm the registration coordinator, and I also do the rental facilities and shelter rentals. I work closely with maintenance and parks due to that, and I've been with the Park District at Vernon Hills for almost 5 years. Make mine short.
Thank you.
Heather?
Hi, I'm Heather Rabbit. I'm the fitness supervisor at Lakeview Fitness. I've actually been with the Park District for just shy of 4.5 years, but only in this role for 1 year as of December 1. I have the honor of being in charge of a wonderful Group X team, as well as our fitness instructors and our personal trainers. I help come up with new programming for Lakeview Fitness. I don't want to steal Lacey's thunder, but we do have some cool programs coming up in the next month that I'm very excited about, including some Polynesian hula. We're actually going to do that in the spring as well and showcase it on the patio, so cross your fingers for good weather. And then I also write the Fit News newsletter for Lakeview Fitness every month, and we honor a member of the month, and I have the privilege of interviewing them. So thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pat. I'm also at the front desk. I work under Mary. She gave you kind of the general idea of what we do, but I've been on and off with the Park District for about 7 or 8 years. Full-time position will be a year in January. So, thanks for having us.
And cleaning it up, Sarah. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Sarah Hughes. I worked at the Park District a while ago in 2002 to 2006, and I've been back since June of this year. I work under Mary as a customer service rep at the front desk, and I really like it. I like helping the community. I like interacting with the customers, so thank you.
Thank you all. We would like to get a group photo with the board. So if you all wouldn't mind coming behind the dais and just stand behind. Cheryl will take pictures.
No, I want to stand next to Patty.
You want to put your elbow
I want Patty.
I'm gonna stand on my tippy toes.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
You like us.
You like us.
Coming,
Come
Heather.
on.
Oh, we're all going down? Sorry.
Well,
My,
Front and back.
oh, okay.
2 levels. You're in the front level.
We're getting no customer service right now. They're all here.
Thank you very much, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Each other. Was that night with his boots on too? Bad night for boots.
Thank you all for everything you do. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Seeing as there's no unfinished business, we will move on to reports and communications. Facility Manager, Lacey Marinenko.
Very good, Dave.
Good evening. Facility attendance for the month of October 2022 was 3,719 visits. 528 of those visits were unique. I got one piece of paper, I apologize. Now that we are about 5 months through the fiscal year, I wanted to give an update on the financial situation for Lakeview Fitness. So overall, for the year-to-date, we have a total revenue of $711,125. Our expenditures are $507,815, giving us a surplus of $203,000 so far for this year. We are at about 46% of our revenue for the year, and we have every reason to believe that we are going to finish at our projected budget for the year. So we're very excited about that. The Lakeview Fitness Pool is now open. The members are very excited about it. Lots of positive feedback. Some of the compliments that they are sharing are about the water clarity. They love the pool deck. And there have been a lot of comments about the color scheme that's in there, about it being very calming and beautiful. So people are really enjoying the facility. So they have also expressed their gratitude to Mundelein and Buffalo Grove Park Districts for helping getting us through the 6 months that the pool was shut down. Again, we have water aerobics that is back as well, and a lot of those members that were on hold have returned specifically for our water aerobics program. So we're really excited to have that back. Lakeview Fitness is hosting our first ever Flick and Float on December 10th from 4 to 7 p.m. We're showing the movie Abominable. So this is a family-friendly event. The plan is to have an open swim beforehand, and then we will have the flotation devices that are here from the Family Aquatic Center, and we will be able to float in the pool and watch a movie. Winter Solstice Yoga is another new program that Heather came up with. That class is coming up on December 21st. This class is welcoming to all levels of experience of yoga and is open for anybody at 12 years and up. There is a fee of $10, but if you are a Lakeview Fitness member, it is free for participation of the members. Another new fitness event that we have coming up is a Frosty 5K. So we're going to go out into Deer Path Park. This is a non-timed event. It's meant to just be family friendly, so it's just for fun. At the end of it, we will meet at Warrington Shelter, and we're going to have some hot chocolate that's going to be in a unique mug that is designed for the race. So just a family fun event. We have added 2 new instructors to our team. We have Sierra McDonald and another instructor named Leslie. Sierra is going to be teaching that Polynesian hula class that Heather mentioned in her introduction. And Leslie is adding an early morning class on Friday mornings. This January also marks the 10-year anniversary that Lakeview Fitness opened its doors for when we took over from the YMCA. On January 7th, we have a reopening party and a 10-year anniversary celebration. So that will take place from 8 to noon on January 7th. Staff are actively planning the events of the day, so there will be announcements coming out about those activities. We had a Fun Size Fitness promo that we had on October 30th, and we sold 67 packages for a total revenue of $4,000, so we consider this a very successful promo. For the 20 Club for October, we had 33 total entries. 5 of those were new, and 6 have completed all 10 months that we've been running this program. Yesterday, members were mailed a letter to inform them of a price increase that will be effective January 1st. In addition to that, they were informed of a lock-in your rates promo that will be effective through the end of the year. We have 3 different annual membership types that will be available for them to purchase to lock in their 2022 rates before those rates go up. So they can lock in for 1 more year, and then when they renew next year, they'll be with the new rates. And then we do have 1 more promo coming up. We have the Winter Break Student Promo. This is a 30-day membership for $30, and that sale starts on December 1st. And I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Lacey?
I have a question.
Commissioner Robbins?
Lacey, you gave us an estimate of income and expenses for the first 5 months of the fiscal year. The last 7 months, will the expenses be constant, or will there be some extraordinary expenses that fall in the last 7 months?
We don't expect any extraordinary. There will be some additional expenses post-construction, but there shouldn't be anything extreme, not that we're expecting.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is Recreation Superintendent Tom Ritter.
Adjusting again. During 2020 and 2021, the COVID years, our childcare was given the opportunity to receive some grant funding, and we received over $300,000 worth of grants, which was wonderful. And as we came into 2022, we didn't know if that would continue or not. As things started to improve, we thought the funds might go away. And fortunately, we were able to receive another $79,000. So we don't know where we're going in 23. It's going to end soon, but I just wanted to give kudos to our child care manager, Ruth Reichenbach, for staying on top of these opportunities and applying every time she had the chance to. So it's been very, very helpful during a very difficult couple of years. We have a slew of events coming up in December. I just wanted to highlight let me backtrack, not the December event yet. On November 25th, next Friday, we will have our mailbox for Santa Claus in front of the Sullivan Center, which was a huge hit last year and previous years. And so anyone's welcome to put their wish list together and drop it in the box. Sometimes we get some questions. All that we really need to know is a return address so the kids can get a response. There's no stamps, no return envelopes. Just send us your letter. We'll get that information to Santa. On Tuesday, December 20th, we will be having a visit from Santa, which is a first-time event. This will be taking place over at Hartman Park. The location is going to be behind our pavilion building in front of, we call it the Octagon. It's more a smaller storage building that we're going to dress up, and it's first come, first served. So there's no registration involved. It's free. Just know that there's a finite amount of time. It's like going to the mall. There's a finite amount of time. We'll do our best to accommodate all the kids that come visit. And that will take place from 4 to 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday the 20th. Can't believe it's been 7 years already, but we will be hosting our 7th annual New Year's Eve family party. It will take place on December 30th, not the 31st. Friday the 30th from 4 to 6:30. There are still tickets available as of right now, but there won't be. It always does fill. The main focuses of this event are DJ with dancing, and the gymnasiums are open up for the kids to play. We do have ice cream, we do sell pizza and drinks, and then at 6 o'clock, we do the balloon drop for the New Year's Eve countdown. And then they disperse from there. So from 4 to 6:30, again, on the 30th. And as we go into the new year, I'll just highlight one January event at this point, our Winterfest. It's for our free outdoor family special event that we do every year over at Century Park Pavilion. That's held from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That is a Saturday, the 14th. The big draw of that is we always have a sled dog demonstration, and we do carriage rides, horse-drawn carriage rides throughout the park. We do a few other activities for kids, as well as we have a supervised campfire, and we cook s'mores, marshmallows over the fire as well. So this is an event that's held rain or shine. We do modify the event if we don't have snow. There'll be a little bit less to do, but we'll still make it fun. And then, obviously, we've got some wonderful pickleball courts in our parks, but this time of year, no one wants to use them, so we have indoor pickleball in the winter. And our schedule starts to ramp up again, and then in the spring, it ramps back down. So we just want our residents to know that we do have drop-in pickleball 3 days per week as of right now. The schedule varies a little, so I won't get into specifics, but on our website is our monthly calendar, and it shows the times and dates that we offer that. Pickleball is a $5 drop-in fee. If you're 62 or over, it's $3, and if you're a member at Lakeview Fitness, there's no charge. And finally, I just wanted to mention that we recognize all the December holidays, and the Little Learners Preschool and Childcare both host holiday parties here at the Sullivan Center. The preschool event's on the 14th of December, and Childcare holds theirs on December 2nd. And that's my report, unless there's any questions.
Any questions for Tom? Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is Marketing Communications Manager Cheryl Buman. Cheryl?
Good evening. Our Winter Spring Program Guide is complete. It will be posted to our website on Tuesday, November 22nd, and it'll be delivered to resident mailboxes, Vernon Hills resident mailboxes, next week. So in this guide is our annual report, and our annual report is already also posted on our website under our district finances tab, under Park District information. So if you'd like to take a look at the annual report, it is posted. We also are announcing in the guide that we are having our 50th anniversary celebration in July. And we did put together, or Cassidy put together, there is a page of old photos. So be sure to check out the back page. It's a lot of fun to see very old photos, and we'll continue to do this throughout 2023. I've had a lot of emails going out. I did note that the Lock in Your Rates went out. It's going out tomorrow, so it has not gone out yet. It's going out to our community at large, and it does list all the amenities Lakeview Fitness. It's like introducing our community all over again to what Lakeview Fitness offers. And it does have a direct link to purchase the 3 memberships that are available. We also have, guide is going to be open for registration beginning Tuesday. There's also an email going out very early Tuesday morning. So as soon as people can get it, even though they don't have the hard copy, they can start registering on Tuesday online or in person in the facilities. What else we have going? We will be having a ad for Lakeview Fitness, just general Lakeview Fitness, not a promotion. In the Chamber GLMB guide, it will be delivered through the Daily Herald. So it's got a very large circulation that will be going out in January. On the website, I also listed that I put the personal training page. It is going up very quickly. Great news, Lakeview Fitness now has 5 personal trainers, so I put it up and I took it down because I didn't have all 5. We just acquired a new one recently. So that will be going up by next week, so people can start seeing all the great personal training opportunities for everybody. Thank you to everybody who donated coats to the Midwest Veterans Coat Drive. Although it's still out there, it is ending, and the coats will be picked up probably tomorrow or Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. We do have our giving trees up here at the Sullivan Community Center, and they're also up over at Lakeview Fitness. For those who are interested, the giving tree is a way to donate funds to our Family Scholarship Fund. They go directly into this fund, and this fund helps families in temporary financial need to let their children participate in our recreational programs. And if I'm correct, Tom, this is for just Vernon Hills resident families. So you can donate any amount. Any amount is appreciated. And if you like, you can have a star put up on our Giving Tree wall. And we also have our U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots program beginning. So that box is out also in our lobbies. If you'd like to donate toys for newborn to 16 years old, please don't wrap them. You can just put them in the box, and they'll be picked up by December 15th and delivered to children in need in our community. Social media, last month was all about Halloween and all those types of ideas. It was a great month. We had a lot of tons and tons of photos of everybody's really unique pumpkins. So we're going to continue that going into December, but now we're switching over to gingerbread houses. So more to come on that. We did that last year. People are so creative, and we'll be putting those photos up on our social media also. And that is it for tonight, if you have any questions.
Any questions for Cheryl? Thank you very much. Next item would be Finance and HR Superintendent Jessica Mitchell.
Hello, good evening. In October, the district received a little over $576,000 in property tax revenue. We have now received 96.9% of our 2021 tax levy. So at this time, the district is not likely to see any major funds incoming until next May. As of October 31st, the district has $6,430,000 in cash and investments. $3,649,000 is invested in 25 certificates of deposit with various maturing dates over the next 60 months. $2,780,000 is invested in the Fifth Third Bank overnight investment account. In October, capital expenditures were $1,285,000. $1,140,000 was spent on the Lakeview construction. However, the district is expecting a state grant payment of $1,200,000 in the next 30 days to cover the Lake Fitness construction costs. The Truth in Taxation resolution reflects a levy of 9%. The Truth in Taxation hearing is scheduled for November 29th at 5 p.m. here in the boardroom. The required notice of proposed tax levy increase for Vernon Hills Park District has been submitted for publication in the Daily Herald for a print date of November 18th. The district has completed the hardware and software projects to enhance our cybersecurity protection. The project included upgrading our antivirus software. Additionally, this project included the implementation of a multi-factor authentication software solution. This would further enhance our protection against potential compromised user accounts. And I'd like to thank our district's IT and systems manager, Randy Clark, for overseeing that. The district recently received a $23,000 disbursement check from Paderma for their health program return of net position. In 2021, Paderma's Health Program Council approved a procedure that allows the Finance Committee and Board of Directors to approve the return of a portion of net position when it exceeds the minimum necessary. The district does continue to post the full-time position openings, including child care teacher and facility maintenance tech 2 position. Most recently, Shauna Hedke, our HR specialist, and myself have met with the hiring supervisors of these positions to discuss other options that we can potentially enhance recruiting for those positions. At this time, that concludes my report, unless there's any questions I can answer.
Any questions for Jessica? Commissioner Robbins.
Excuse me. I do have one question, Jessica. Do we need to keep $2,780,000 in the overnight investment account, or could we take some of that and buy some CDs?
I think that at this time, Les has been very careful in what we're moving out and just keeping a close eye on the cash flow, just with the construction, with us not receiving that grant reimbursement yet. I believe that's most likely what he's been kind of keeping a pulse on.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Jessica? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, Parks Superintendent James Kim.
This week, park staff installed our holiday lights in front of Sullivan Center. There'll be a couple more displays than past because Lakeview Center will not have any displays because construction, just worried about the cords and just being in the way. Please visit the Village of Vernon Hills website for details of other locations. Aquatic Center updates, team is working on 100% design development phase and trying to stay on schedule for IDPH review over the winter, which is really important for our timeline. Engineers have been back and forth several times to provide accurate details for MEP and site work so that our bid numbers are tight. There were some questions about comparison for spray grounds, so if you want to Google search these, this will kind of give you an idea. I think Waukegan is probably the closest one in respects to size. Some Lakeview construction updates. Everyone knows the pool is open, the dry sauna and steam room are open, but they will be closed periodically the next week or so for some maintenance and adjusting of the temperature and performance. The hot tub is still down, but I just got word that W2 Engineering is going to submit IDPH permit sometime next week so that we can move forward with purchasing pumps and grates. Rich Clark is confident that there will be no comments, so if that comes back within 2 weeks, the pumps are a stock item. I tried to keep it that way, and then the grates, we might have to wait 2 or 3 weeks. So best case, we might be able to open right before New Year's, hopefully. The holiday season doesn't help because they're really down on permit reviewers, so that could get pushed out easily 4 weeks. Construction is really focused on the interior spaces so that we cannot do any kind of significant shutdowns. So they're really working hard to get the new groups or the new space so that we can move equipment to the new space and work on the old spaces. The HVAC units are still scheduled for January. Their best case scenario is a February install. The existing units can't operate the facility, everything except for the new offices. But they have offices right now, so that's not a big concern. The parking lot is finished and open, and then exterior grading and pond inspection will happen sometime hopefully tomorrow or next week. And then we're going to work with Gilwald Hamilton on as-built surveys so that we can submit to stormwater and close out that permit. That may not happen until spring, but that's not unusual for this time of year. On your dais paperwork, I dropped off a couple of new renderings. The ones in your packet had some different colors. This is more of a purple and gold. It's very in line with tennis courts. It's more purple than gray. I know the coloring didn't come out very well. It kind of looks, it's one and the same. So that is the 0 to 5 playground, I want to call it, over at Grosse Pointe Park. It's at the corner of Grosse Pointe Boulevard and Southfield Drive, so it's the northwest corner. The surfacing will remain wood chips. Demolition will be conducted by park staff, installed by others, and the budget for this is $100,000. That playground is $99,100 with install. So we're right on. Next, we've had a lot of comments about coyotes in our parks. The police and public works have noticed there's been a band, about 4 or 5 of them, walking from Libertyville, Hawthorne Melody area, all the way down to Sullivan Woods. Mix of Whiskey from the Daily Herald put out a recent article about coyotes. I think the Village or someone reposted it. Autumn is a dispersal season for coyotes, so a lot of youngins who were born this spring need to be out on their own, so that's what we've been kind of seeing. They venture out. We just ask that people keep dogs on a leash at all times and don't ever turn your back on them. That's what I've been telling residents. That's the last thing you need to do. If you need more information, please don't hesitate to contact the Parks Department, DNR, or even Lake County Forest Reserve, because a lot of them do live within their boundaries. Last, it's not on the report. I got a couple calls about ice rinks. I know it's really cold, but the ground is still at like 50, 55 degrees, so ice, even this snow is not sticking to asphalt. Right now, the earliest we'll set up the ice rink is probably December 12th. And we're really just waiting for the ground to freeze. Temperature are good, but the ground is still at 50, 55 degrees. That concludes my report. If there's any questions.
Any questions for James? Commissioner Kessler.
I just have a question. No holiday lights at Lakeview because of construction. Is there anything we could do to have it festive? Is there any plans of anything?
Not for this year. They're still putting seed and blanket down, and we're gonna have surveyors out there trying to mark, and we just felt like there'd be my trip hazards on cords. We can look to do something in the front entrance away from all the construction.
I'm just thinking we're trying the push of getting people to lock in their things and just, I don't know, just even if it's solar lights or just anything, just to keep it festive, keep an attention,
We
I
can
don't know
look
what.
at some options, but the power supply is right next to the new transformer, and there's
Okay.
still
Of
trucks,
course,
yeah.
I'm just seeing if there's anything
Look
we
at something
could
in the
do.
front where they're not doing anything, yes.
Okay. Just curious, thank you.
Any other questions for James? Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is Executive Director Jeff Fugere.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to switch off my report, just a couple things from the public officials meeting today that I wanted to share with the board and the public. The village is just asked, they're down 2 planning and zoning commission members. And so they've asked just to reach out to the public if anybody's interested in those seats you can contact Kevin Timoney, our village manager at the village hall. You don't, certainly if you have a background in engineering or architecture, that's helpful, but you don't need to have that. They can, look at other people. So in case any of you know people within your friends or network that might be interested in that, they meet usually once a month, sometimes maybe once every couple months. So I wanted to share that with you. And then I thought was really a cool event. They started this a couple years with the police department. They do a program called Shop with a Cop, and they take 50 kids from, that are basically have some economic challenges within their family, and they have a fund that they do, and they get proceeds from local businesses, and they will take a child through Walmart, Target, whatever. So 1 cop, 1 kid, and I'm not sure how much they spend per kid, but I think it's just a great gesture on just our community policing and what they try to do to continue to, to protect their image, because it's certainly on a national level but I think our community really appreciates our police department, and I know we do as a partner. So I thought that was a really cool thing. So just kind of piggybacking on some of the things James spoke about with the spray ground, that, our project team, we're at, 100% with these design development drawings, and just a couple, we get emails, every other day from the team on just small things that we still got to kind of clean up. But we're on target to deliver those plans sometime before the end of the month to IDPH. And then hopefully, we'll stay on target. Right now, the project timeline is to have that project out to bid in February. And, just get an award probably to the board, maybe at the February meeting, could be at the March meeting. And that would give you obviously some determination on cost and where we're at with that. And then we talked on the agenda tonight, you've got, a couple of issues with the bond. And then you also have the truth in taxation hearing. I know we talked a little bit about that last week in an open public meeting. And I hope I've answered all your questions on that. And then, President Dorhofer will have a statement he'll read in assistance with that truth in taxation. And that hearing, Jessica brought up too in her report, is scheduled for Tuesday, the 29th of November, right here at 5 p.m. That's open to the public if anybody's interested in attending that. We still we have election petitions for, 3 seats. If anybody's interested, they can contact my office, or they can visit the Lake County clerk's office for election information. But the first date to file on that is Monday, December 12th. The Grosse Point project, the park, James and I met with Lori Burgess. If you remember, Lori came to our meeting last month with a petition of several property owners in and around Grosse Point for some additional benches. James and I met with her earlier this week and kind of mapped out some areas. So we do have some benches planned there that the Parks Department was putting out. So we worked with her, and there'll be like 3 pads we're gonna put down. 2 benches will get out fairly soon, and then the third one will probably be sometime in the spring. But I just wanted to, to follow up on that. I think she did a really nice job of presenting, what I think is important to some of the residents in that area. That is all I got. Just happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you have an enjoyable holiday with your family. And I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody has anything.
Any questions for Jeff?
I have a quick question.
Commissioner Sente?
Do you have the date for the next public officials meeting?
I do.
Okay.
It would be January 18th. Thursday, January 18th. It's a 1 o'clock meeting. It'll be held at District 73. So I'll get you information on that. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is Commissioner Committee reports. Being as there is none, we move to board correspondence. We received none this month, so we'll move on to new business. Board Ordinance 5-22, an ordinance providing for the issue of approximately $1,133,930 general obligation limited tax park bonds, Series 2022, of the district for the payment of land condemned or the purchase of parks for the building, maintaining, improving, and protecting of the same, and the existing land and facilities to the district, to provide the revenue source for the payment of certain outstanding bonds of the district and for the payment of the expenses incident thereto, providing for the levy of a direct annual tax to pay the principal and interest on the bonds, and authorizing the sale of bonds for the purchase thereof. Could I have a motion to approve ordinance 5-22?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Commissioner Sente?
Yes.
Commissioner Kessler?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. Next item on the agenda is the SRA Accessibility Resolution 6-22. May I have a motion to approve Resolution 6-22?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Sente?
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Commissioner Kessler?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. Next item on the agenda is the Truth in Taxation Law Resolution 7-22. For the public's information, the Consumer Price Index for the tax levy is 7%, but capped at 5% for this by state law. The levy for 2022 is scheduled at 9%, an increase of 2.5 over the 2021 levy of 6.5%. The 9% levy includes a 5% cap of CPI, 1% of new property growth, residential and commercial, 3% of existing and future taxable operation values according to Lake County Assessor. Why is the property tax levy so important? The Park District revenues come from 50+% of local property taxes in funding staff, services, supplies, and equipment to our annual operation. So with that being said,
Dave, there's also another document that you need to read. Yeah.
This one?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Vernon Hills Park District Truth in Taxation Law Resolution 7-22. Resolved by the Board Park Commissioners of the Vernon Hills Park District, Lake County, Illinois, that based upon the recently obtained information, the following determinations have hereby been made in accordance with the Truth in Taxation Law. 1, the amount of real estate taxes, exclusive of election costs, public building commission leases, and debt service levies extended by the Park District, plus any amount abated by the Park District before extension upon the final 2021 real estate tax levy of the Park District 2022 tax bill is $4,004,886. 2, the amount of real estate taxes exclusive of election cost, public building commission leases, and debt service levies proposed to be levied by the Park District for 2022-2023 tax bill is $4,365,500. Number 3, Based on the foregoing, the estimate percentage increase of the proposed 2022 aggregate levy over the amount of real estate taxes extended upon the final 2021 aggregate tax levy is 9%. Further resolved, that a public hearing on the proposed 2022 aggregate levy of the Park District be held November 29th at 5 p.m. at the Sullivan Community Center, 635 North Aspen Drive, Vernon Hills, Illinois, 60061, and that the secretary causes notice of said hearing be published, all in accordance with the requirements of the Truth in Taxation Law. Could I have a motion to approve Resolution 7-22?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Kessler,
Yes.
Commissioner Sente,
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins, President Durhofer.
Yes. Next item on the agenda, Commissioner comments. Commissioner Kessler.
I just wanted to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully everyone eats well and is not in a food coma.
Commissioner Robbins.
Nothing this evening.
Commissioner Sente.
Just echo the happy Thanksgiving to staff and community and board members.
And finally, for myself, thank you to the staff that came and presented this evening. Thank you to all of you. Have a great Thanksgiving. And with that, could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Kessler.
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins.
Yes.
Commissioner Sente,
Yes.
President Durhofer.
Yes, we are adjourned.